right, let's try doing this live. Since I'm recording them on StreamYard, might as well just speed it up a little bit and put it out there live, even though nobody's going to be watching this. This just makes life easier on my side. So once again, doing the weekly updates. And I just noticed that, there we go. You don't need to see my amateur radio call sign on this video, although don't keep that secret. My main channel is Scout75, where I do amateur radio type stuff. But this is just more of the practical prepping side of things. And I like to do, just for my sanity, a weekly update on events going on and how I rationalize them and keep me focused on being sane and making sure my practical preparations are aligned, so on and so forth. On social media here on YouTube and X and everything else, everything is so sensationalized where everything's the end of the world. Everything is chaos. I try to balance that out a little bit with a little sanity, but yeah, it's getting harder every week, isn't it? I was thinking this week I may not even do a video unless I want to talk about the weather. But that all changed yesterday in a hurry. Another protest gone too far in Minneapolis, and somebody was killed. A protester was killed. Tragic and avoidable. I've been saying it for a long, long time before things got spicy in the Twin Cities, which is just hour and a half away from me. The way things move so quickly these days, even what you think's a peaceful protest or a righteous protest can be very dangerous very quickly. Things can get out of hand. I don't want to get too in the weeds with this because it's less than 72 hours. I don't know the facts, but just take this example. You could just be somebody not in the actual fray, and you can get struck by a stray bullet, or the chaos that follows afterwards because you look like you're there for the wrong team. You see that happening all the time now. I think last week I mentioned how some of the more militant protesters are hassling everyday citizens in the Twin Cities that look like they might be ICE agents, or they drive a vehicle that looks like it might be a government vehicle. So it's just avoid all that stuff. That's where I'm at. I would be at avoidance. But people are going to do what they're going to do. And it's just crazy right now. I've been looking at the news. I've been looking at my X feeds and all that stuff, but everything is so polarized right now. And I don't see it getting better. And I think that's half our problem, right? I've been saying that this dude was a protester. One side saying he's a domestic terrorist. The other side, he was a legal observer. Legal observer, domestic terrorist. Can you get any more far apart than that? He was a protester. He was there to interfere with Border Patrol and ICE because he did not like what they're doing. Some may think that was a righteous and good thing to do. Others may oppose. I'm saying my stance now is too dangerous to be doing stuff like that. The tension's too high. Avoid it. So, yeah, if you live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, or any other larger city, be extremely mindful of where protests and counter protests for this event are going to be. You could be 100% on one side or the other. I would highly recommend avoiding them. I've been preaching this for a long time. You can be there for a group of 100 people, and 99 of them are peaceful and not going to cause any trouble. But it just takes that one to cause trouble to ruin your day. So we'll see where this goes. I never thought I'd see it this bad, but I'm quite nervous. Like I've been saying before, I'm 90 minutes from downtown Minneapolis. I have friends and family that live and work in the Twin Cities. It has me quite nervous that things are. I expected this kind of bullshit to be happening in New York City and Portland and stuff like that. Uh, Not like this, but that's what you get. I'll keep politics out of it. Yeah, other than that, let's talk about the weather. Part of the country is getting a good old fashioned snowstorm that they are not accustomed to. I've been talking to some of my friends like down in Mississippi and in Alabama and over in the Carolinas, and I want to, tease them a little bit for, it's just a foot of snow or whatever. We get that all the time, but that's the point that I always kind of gloss over. Up here in northern Wisconsin, yeah, we get those cold temps all the time. We get the blizzards all the time. Uh, Down in the southern states where they don't, it's a big deal. So we all get used to what we get used to. I jokingly say when it gets hot and humid around here, I turn into a sweaty pool. My friends from Texas are thinking, boy, I might have to break out the shorts. So be careful with the weather. I will be expecting. Well, I haven't really seen much weather because I've just been watching the local news, and it's mostly, well, not mostly, it's 100% what's going on in the cities with that shooting. But if the southeast got the ice that they're suspecting, there's going to be some widespread power outages. So have a plan with that. Make sure you have battery backups, generators of some sort. Generators can be an investment, but they are worth it, and practice with them. So short one this week. Yeah, I just don't know what to think. I know I've been saying before I won't go within the freeway loop, the 494, 694 loop of the Twin Cities. Um, I won't even go into the suburbs right now. Stay clear. Avoid the BS because it's not just the local people up in arms. There's the semi-professional agitators that are looking for a fight are busting themselves in right now. So that's where the real trouble is. I remember that vividly with the Floyd riots. A lot of I even saw it on the back highways here. Uh, Caravans of out-of-state plates coming in with hippie-looking type people. The Antifa look type people, young people with the funky hair, just coming down the freeway, looking for a fight or looking for the party. So avoid that stuff. Yeah, that's about it. Stay low, stay safe. And I got really nothing this week. But as you can see, I'm doing it as a live stream now. So it's no real difference. I wasn't editing the ones before, but who knows? We'll see where this goes. Stay safe, everyone.